Okay, let's unpack this. You've brought us a really fascinating set of sources on AWS auto-scaling groups and launch templates.
Yeah,
For anyone managing cloud stuff, this is where it gets, well, really interesting. It sort of transforms how you handle demand, doesn't it?
absolutely.
Our mission today, really, is to cut through the jargon, figure out how these tools work together to keep apps running smoothly, cost-effectively, reliably, and maybe give you back some time, too.
Exactly. We're going to try and demystify how AWS, intelligently manages its virtual servers, the EC2 instances, for different demands
Right.
without you needing to step in manually all the time.
Right.
We'll look at what they are, why they're just so foundational now for modern apps, and crucially, how they actually work together behind the scenes.
Okay, so let's start simple.
Yeah.
For someone maybe just getting started with this, what's an auto-scaling group? Like in plain English.
Uh-huh.
Think of it like a really adaptable team for your application. A group of EC2 instances, your virtual machines, right?
Yeah.
And this team automatically gets bigger or smaller based on, well, actual demand.
Okay.
So if your online store gets that huge Black Friday rush, boom, the team adds more workers, more instances.
Yep.
When things quiet down, some workers step back automatically. Saves money. It's all about matching the capacity perfectly.
And working hand in hand with that, you've got the launch template. Think of that as the ultimate job description, or maybe a blueprint for each new worker.
Okay, blueprint. I like that.
Yeah, it's reusable,
Yeah.
and it defines exactly what each new EC2 instance needs, like its size and performance, the instance type,
Right.
the operating system and software, that's the Amazon Machine Image or AMI, even, network settings, security rules, startup scripts, all the details.
Got it.
And what's really interesting here, I think, is that you pay for the EC2 instances when they're running, obviously.
Sure.
But the auto-scaling service itself, there's no extra charge for using it, which is, well, a huge win for controlling costs. It
Mhm.
shifts your spending to directly track usage, no more guessing and over-provisioning.
That cost part is massive.
Yeah.
But why else are these tools just so critical now? I think it really boils down to maybe three main things: scalability, cost, and reliability.
Exactly. Those are the big pillars.
They make sure your app can handle those giant traffic spikes, like you said, Black Friday, without falling over.
Right.
And then, just as importantly, scale back down so you're not burning cash when demand drops.
Precisely. And reliability, it's not just about traffic volume. Auto-scaling groups boost reliability by automatically replacing any instances that become unhealthy.
Ah, okay. Self-healing, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. And it spreads instances across different availability zones. Those are like separate data centers in a region. So if one zone has an issue, your app stays up.
Built-in resilience.
Exactly. And the launch templates, they're absolutely key for consistency. They guarantee every single new instance is configured identically.
Which simplifies things, I imagine. Less chance for mistakes.
Oh, hugely. It simplifies management, slashes human error, helps with compliance. It's fundamental for just keeping things running smoothly and predictably.
Okay, that consistency is vital. But I wonder, does having such a, rigid blueprint, does that ever slow things down? If you want to iterate quickly or test new setups?
That's a really good question, actually, because blueprint might sound rigid, but it's surprisingly flexible.
Oh.
You can have multiple versions of a launch template. So rolling out an update, maybe a new software version or configuration, you just create a new version and tell the auto-scaling group to use that one.
Okay. So you can switch pretty easily.
Super easily. It makes things like blue-green deployments, testing new things, or even rolling back quickly much, much simpler. It's really powerful for agile teams.
Got it. So to really see how they mesh together, maybe think of it like an automated factory.
Yeah, that works.
The launch template is the detailed version-controlled spec sheet for making each product your EC2 instance. All the ingredients, all the instructions.
Perfect analogy. And the auto-scaling group, that's the smart factory manager.
Okay.
It uses that blueprint, that launch template, to decide how many products to build and when, based on real-time orders or, in our case, traffic metrics, CPU load, things like that.
So let's say my streaming service suddenly gets popular during a live event.
Right. So maybe CloudWatch, AWS's monitoring service, sees CPU usage spiking across your servers. The auto-scaling group sees this, checks its rules, its scaling policies, which can be quite sophisticated, maybe tracking a target metric or even predicting demand.
Oh, predicted too.
Yeah, sometimes. So it checks the rules, grabs the latest launch template version, and instantly starts launching, say, 10 more identical instances.
Just like that.
Just like that. And then something like an elastic load balancer immediately starts sending new user connections to those fresh instances. Smooth scaling, no interruption, no one gets a buffering screen, and critically, no frantic late-night calls for your team.
That whole integrated system sounds incredibly powerful, fully automated.
It really is. That interaction between monitoring, scaling policies, the template, and load balancing, that's where the magic happens.
So ultimately, this deep dive really shows how auto-scaling groups and launch templates working together give you this robust, scalable, and very consistent way to manage your cloud infrastructure.
Exactly. And that leads to, I think, a really important question for you listening. If these tools automate and standardize so much of the basic server management, the keeping the lights on stuff, what new possibilities does that free up for your team? Where can you innovate now, focusing on your actual application instead of just managing infrastructure?